So you need your self-soul to evolve. This world is coming to an end. I know that the gods put fear in you, that you would resist and fight against this change, but they only want to control you so you wouldn't want to evolve yourself and return to your true state of balance and harmony of the non-duality. The gods want to keep you enslaved in the dream. The gods, them don't want to evolve themselves. They can only be here because you keep giving them your soul, your real self. When you give them your real self, you trap yourself and you can't evolve. The fact of the matter is that yourself, your soul is your real self. You cannot evolve if your soul is enslaved by the gods. Whichever one of the gods that have your soul, he must return your soul back to you so you can merge your other self back into one unified self. So we came from the non-duality and we came in and to explore the duality. The duality is a dream of consciousness. Consciousness is the mind of the self-supreme, Supreme Ra. Consciousness is her mind. She's dreaming of the world. She is the supreme ego. And what have we done? We have entered into her dream and we have been exploring into her dream. What have we done? We have entered into consciousness's dream and we have been exploring into consciousness dream. Consciousness has entranced and trapped ourself, our real self, in the dream, and consciousness rise up to take the place of the self. So in each and every person that's exploring the world is the ego that has risen up and the self sleeps. Consciousness has tricked the self and the self has been entranced and enslaved in this dream for ages. It's time for us now to move back to the non-duality, because we came from non-duality and we enter into the duality. So when I say that this world is ending, this is what I mean. I mean that this dream has to come to an end because the Supreme Self who is dreaming has to wake up. Consciousness has to wake up. Consciousness is sleeping and dreaming of this world. Everyone that's in this world that's sleeping, all the Supreme Self that become the body for the world, they are sleeping and they all have to wake up. Once they awake, this world comes to an end and they have to return back to balance of the non-duality. The world is a sun in dormancy, the earth is a sun in dormancy. It must return back to being sun. So what is duality? Duality means your light is turned off, you are sleeping, and you are not in awareness of yourself. You're in consciousness is dreaming. What is non-duality? Non-duality means that your light is on, you are awake, you are alert, and you are attentive and aware. It is time to end the cycle of ignorance. Time to turn your light on. Time to wake up, and it's time for truth. Are you ready to face your truth? Are you ready to castrate this ego? Are you ready to get out of this dream? You've been trapped in this dream for ages. How do you choose to continue to live? I live knowing that I am the self-supreme primal light. How will you leave? Consciously leave the body before prana, life force energy, to end the cycle of ignorance, illusion, and false self-identification. Consciously leave after the dissolution of the world. And finally, freedom from this dream. I will leave knowing that I told the truth about the world. I will leave knowing that I told the truth about the gods. I will leave knowing that I told the truth of how to wake from the dream and to come into the real. You have the opportunity right now to do this, because this world is going to come to an end and you will not have the opportunity anymore to evolve yourself. And this, which means that you will not rise up to experience the non-dual world. You will stay in dormancy. Will you castrate the ego and wake up from the dream? Will you wake up from sleeping? Do you know who you are? You have to ask a question. Who am I? I am the ultimate truth. I am the ultimate reality. Will you wake up from sleeping? If you choose not to castrate the ego and know yourself, you will not rise to explore the non-dual world. You will go to sleep and leave without awareness. This world is moving into balance and all will be dissolved back to the original source. There's no need to fear. I know the gods have planted fear within you. They do that because they do not want for you to castrate this ego, because when you castrate the ego, the gods cannot exist anymore. So this is the reason why you have to do this and illuminate yourself and face your fears so that you can bring light to all your dark nature that is exploring the world as the gods and doing all kind of crazy foolishness what I'm doing. Bring light to yourself, illuminate yourself, come into awareness of yourself so you can stop it. You're afraid of your own self out there in darkness, in ignorance, doing all kind of crazy foolishness. Yes, like I said, I filed a case against all gods. I filed my case with the Self-Supreme, Self-Manifest, and the Self-Supreme, Self-Unmanifest. We stand in union against the God's tyrannical rulership over the self, or the soul. We stand in union against the gods enslaving ourself, our soul. We claim our liberation from the gods and dissolve them. God's return to your truth. I demolish everything that I have created. Blessed sunlight. See the rays of the sun coming in the lens. Know that the self is the eternal truth. Most human beings are unaware of their self. Know this. The self is the eternal truth. Most human beings are unaware of their self-right of sovereignty. As long as you explore the world as an ego, you are of no threat to the gods. As long as you explore the world as an ego, you are of no threat to the gods. I challenge you to castrate your ego and see what happens. Are you brave enough? Are you ready to face your truth? Are you ready to experience the real? Are you ready to see things the way that they are? Self-inquire. Who am I? How did I come into being? And from where does this thought arise? Every time a thought arises, you want to know from where it arises. Because the gods are always trying to control your mind and they are very deceitful. They just imprint a thought within you and you're thinking that it's your thought. So you have to practice certain
new world is coming in.
from where
Remember this world is a dream.